Hi, I'm Roy Hudson. Stand by for Sean. It'll make your day bright.
Welcome to Look Around Florida. I am your host, the Florida Man, aka Sean McFall. I'm glad y'all could be here tonight. I appreciate it. When you join the chat, just type in hi, and if you're representing an SCV camp, OCR or UDC. Glad to see y'all here tonight. Warren Collette, how you doing tonight? We got Bob Highball. He's in the background right now. He wanted to give us some updates on what's going on with the Florida Division Reunion. It'll be here a week from Saturday. Get your registration in. Remember, if you're a camp commander or adjutant, or you're part of, if you're a camp commander or adjutant, you have to be present to vote. No mail-in ballots or anything like that. You have to be present to vote. And if you're running for a division officer's position, remember, you have to be present to win, or get voted on if you're running against anybody else for that position. You have to be present. Not phone a friend or anything like that. You got to be present. That's in our bylaws. Alrighty, we got several camps out there this past weekend in honor of Memorial Day. A lot of camps got out there and flagged cemeteries, did stuff with other veteran groups. John Jenkins from Missouri Division, welcome, buddy. Good to see you. Hope you're going to National Reunion so we can meet up. Remember, National Reunion is next month, not in July. It's in Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky. So we got a few amendments to vote on there. I'm going to reread the proposed amendments for the National Reunion, and we'll have a discussion on those at a later date. Keep in mind, not this Saturday, a week from this Saturday. Yes, a week from this Saturday is the Florida Division Reunion, and for the SCV and OCR. Speaking of OCR, we got two lovely ladies just joined, Laura Schultz and Annette Lindsay. Woohoo! So these episodes, if you like any of these episodes, please share them out with your camps. There you go. Like and subscribe. Let your camps, OCR chapters, or UDC chapter know we are here. Letting our members know what's going on in the state of Florida. Like I said, I got Bob Highball. He's in the background right now. He's going to be giving us some updates on the Florida Division Reunion and what his camp has been up to. Al from Tennessee Division, good to see you, buddy. So let me bring Bob Highball up. I have a couple of things I'm still working on. Bob, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing good. How you doing?
I can't complain yet. Wouldn't do me any good anyhow. So what's your camp been up to?
Oh, it's been a busy couple months. A lot of Confederate Memorial Day activities. We had ours on the 28th at our Johnny Reb statue in the Veterans Park there in Ocala. Had about 36, 37 people there. Nice service, little barbecue afterwards. So it's been busy. And then with the reunion, I don't think we've stopped in the last couple months. So busy.
I know how that is. Things down here are starting to get kicked up, and we're all going to be swamped here in a little bit.
Yep.
All right, We got 11 people watching, so if you want to go ahead, just shout out me if you for which picture you want me to put up.
Well, I'll give a little roundup first, and then you can throw up the pictures of the challenge coin if you want to. But
yeah.
Okay, the reunion is coming up. It's like Sean said, it's a week from Saturday. It's the 6th of June. That's the day of the official reunion, but we usually have a weekend of fun. So one of the big important updates I wanted to get out, and we'll get this out of the way right now, is that we have had to cancel the Sunday morning chaplain's prayer breakfast. We have a minimum of needed 25 people to register. We had less than half, and we have to guarantee payment to them if we went ahead and did that. So we had to write a big check to the Hilton yesterday and decided that it was not financially feasible for us to continue with the prayer breakfast this year. So the 8 people that signed up for it, we will be sending, actually, if you're coming to the reunion, we will be giving you a check in your registration packet when you check in to refund the money that you paid for your chaplain's prayer breakfast tickets. But unfortunately, we cannot go on with that. That would be a loss of more money than we were comfortable getting rid of. So that's our only negative of the whole event. We're still on for a Friday night mixer at Arthur's Restaurant in the lobby there at the main floor of the hotel. That'll start at 7 and go to about 9:30. We've reconfigured it a little bit this year too. We're going to have not the food where it was, but the food more towards the back of the room, because we were pretty convinced last year that some guests that weren't part of our organization kind of wandered in and helped themselves to some food. So we're going to make it a little bit more private this year, and the Hilton is all for us doing that. They've been working with us real good so far on this. So that's still going on Saturday morning. Registration opens at 8 a.m. So come down, get your packet, get everything, your tickets for the banquet if you're going, and check in. Jerry Peacock's going to be handling, I see he's in the chat there, he's going to be handling the parade of flags and also the color guard. So we're going to do it like we did last year. The camps that bring their camp flags will parade in. We'll have a microphone at the center of the room. You can announce what camp you're from with your flag and then post it around the room to stay up for the weekend. And then at 9 o'clock, that all starts. We have a joint session with the OCR, us, where we do all the welcomes. The division commander will give his welcomes. I'm sure Annette will give hers from the UDC and the OCR. I'll give ours from the camp. And then we'll break up into our separate groups and continue with the business sessions. So it'll be much like last year. I will be updating the website tonight before after I get off the show with you, to update the schedule. So it'll be posted on there. I got that from the commander yesterday. I'll be putting that on there. It's going to be a lot like last year. We'll have a break for lunch. We'll probably get done about 2:30. And the last official act, I guess we're going to call it, of the reunion is the election of the new officers. So that'll take place. And then once we're done there, we break until 6 o'clock that night. If you're going to the banquet social starts in the main ballroom at 6 o'clock. And we'll have a bar right there outside the doors. And then at 7 o'clock, the program starts, the dinner, and our guest speaker, Jason Bouchers, will be here to give a speech at our banquet. So it's going to be a fun weekend. We're looking forward to it. Again, a lot of hard work put into it. Appreciate Laura and Chip Schultz for all that they've done to help out with this, and it's going to be a good time, and hope you all will come. We actually have more SCV members registered this year so far than we did last year, and we're still getting registrations in. We've had fewer people register for the banquet than last year, and we're tied up. We had to, like I said, we had to meet with the Hilton yesterday, and we had to give them final numbers to the caterers and make the final plans for the layout of the room. So if you are adamant about wanting to go to the banquet, I could probably squeeze a couple more tickets out of there. You'll have to reach out to me personally. You cannot buy them on the website. I've shut that link down. So you would need to contact me if that's what you want to do. But I could probably squeeze you in. So everything's going, and we're going good, and it's going to be a good time. I got Sean's got some pictures of the new challenge coin that we're selling with this one. The front, and I don't know if anybody out there is a Chevrolet, old Chevy enthusiast, but when I was a kid, my first car was a 1957 Chevrolet, and it was the Tri-5s were the big ones to have, the 55, 56, 57. So we left the front of the coin a lot like last year's because it's going to be the Tri-5 years, the 55, 56, and hopefully 57. So that's the front of the coin. And then because it's the 250th anniversary of the United States of America, that's the back of the coin. And if you can't read it, it says right in 1776, and the South is still right in 1861. So that's our challenge coin for this year. You can purchase them when you do your registration online, or we will have some at the reunion that morning if you haven't bought them and you'd like to purchase them. So I think we got everything covered on that. We're just putting together the program. We've had some people pay for advertisements to go on the program. We're finalizing that. I got the last roll call from Rick Roberts just a little bit ago, so I can get that in there, and that'll go off to the printers tomorrow. So we'll have that for our reunion. So I think we're pretty set. I want to thank the Mechanized Cavalry and also OCR. They're assisting us with the hosting the Friday night event. So we're kind of doing this as a family thing, and it's going to be a good time. Looking forward to it.
Cool. Yeah, the Friday night thing. Are you doing the meat and cheese board again?
Yes, doing the same thing. We got really lucky because in case anybody hasn't left their house in a year, prices are going sky high on food and everything else. We were lucky enough that when we told the Hilton that we wanted to come back this year, we were able to lock in the prices from last year. So we're not getting eaten up by food price increases. So because of that, we were able to increase a little bit of the food that we're doing on Friday night, because I know that we kind of ran out quick last year. And I think part of that was that we had guests from the hotel that weren't part of our group that were eating our food. But we'll cover that this year. And I know that there's actually less people staying at the hotel this year than last year. So we should be good. But it'll be the same food as last year on the Friday night event. So
cool. That's why I just wanted to double check, because last year I was expecting hamburgers or something.
No, it's a mixer event. If you're expecting a meal, then this is the wrong place to be. It's a mixer event with refreshments and hors d'oeuvres, and that's what we do at a mixer. So that's
good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
I
don't think anybody can get filled up on that food unless they ate all of it. But I think there were some that tried last year.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there was. Let me bring this picture up before we go into other stuff.
Okay.
This deals with your camp this
Yes,
past Saturday or Sunday?
It was Sunday. So every year that we've been a camp in existence, which has been 6 years now, we go to the Florida National Cemetery in Bushnell, and we participate in the Flags for the Fallen program. So the Sunday before Memorial Day, hundreds and hundreds of people show up to the cemetery. You pre-register so that you get a section of the cemetery that you're responsible for with other people. And we show up there at about 8:30. At 9 o'clock, they play taps, reveille. And we go out and start flagging, and we hit every headstone in that national cemetery. And because there's so many people, light hands make short work. We get done in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, hit every grave in that cemetery. And we really, it's meant a lot to our camp to do it.
Yeah.
It's a very humbling experience to be there. We did one section a couple of years ago where it was guys from Afghanistan, and you're looking at the dates on these tombstones, and these guys could be your kids. It's tough, but we enjoy doing it. And then that picture was Jerry was there, and then Scott Swinehart from 1786 in Oxford. They joined us, so
cool.
It was a good day.
All right. Now you have a project that your camp's working on somewhere off I-4, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know that Chip talked a little bit about this when he was on the show the other day or a couple weeks ago. But for those that don't know, well, I have to start it with my speech that I give every camp in my brigade, and then also anybody that'll listen, is that it's really important to be digitally involved. So you need a website, you need to be out there, because when people search for Sons of Confederate Veterans and they search for anything, the first place they go is Google. So if you're not ranking on Google, they're not going to see you. And the only way to rank on Google is to be very digitally active. Facebook will cover some of that. If you have a Facebook page, but you don't have a website, you'll get some coverage. But the website is the way to get ranked high in Google. So that being said, our camp has a website. We have a Google account. And with that Google account, we get a free Google Voice phone number. So it's free. It's through Google. So if you have a Gmail account, you have access to all this stuff. You can get a free website with sites.google.com while you're logged into your account. You can go to voice.google.com in that same account, and you can get yourself a free Google Voice number. And so we have one for our camp, and it's been out there published. So one day, about a year and a half ago, I get a phone call through our Google Voice number in our camp. And I was on the top of a ladder painting a house, and so I didn't answer the phone. It went to voicemail. I got off the ladder and I looked, and the voicemail is transcribed to your email, which is nice. And it says, I have a piece of land on Interstate 4 that I want to give to somebody to put a flag site on. And so, of course, I threw my paintbrushes down and called the guy right back. And I met a guy named Richard Amy. And Richard Amy owns a piece of land on Interstate 4 in Polk City. And he told me that he's been trying to give this away for 15 years to the SCV. And he's never been able to reach anybody. And when he's sent emails, he's never gotten any calls back or emails back. So I answered the phone. He says, I want you to come down and take a look at it. You betcha. I'm on my way. So Chip Schultz and I drove down there. We met Jeffro. We called Jeffro because he's in charge, Jeffro Cotton. He's in charge of the Flags Across Florida program. He met us down there, and we met Mr. Amy at his house, and he drove us to this piece of land. Now, when they widened Interstate 4, they did eminent domain on a bunch of lots. And so there was a couple spots there in Polk City where on the north side of I-4, it's just a little L-shaped thing. You can come in off of a street and go down, and then you're going behind somebody else's house, and there's this little piece of land. It's in the shape of an L, but it's got almost 300 linear feet fronting I-4. So here's this piece of land. There's a chain link fence for 300 feet. On the other side is Interstate 4 with almost 400,000 cars a day drive on Interstate 4. And he says, I want to give this to the SCV. In fact, I want to give it to you because you guys are the first ones that have responded to us. So, okay, thank you, sir. We'll be happy to do that. So we're working with that now. We're in the fundraising stages. We're trying to raise some money. I've got a website published, i4flagsite.org, where we're trying to raise money. This is a flyer that you see. This is the ad that's going to go into our reunion program for the flag site. But if you can go to i4flagsite.org, take a look at our website, see what we're trying to do. I have a little prototype of what the plaza will look like. We want to raise enough money now to get the flagpole in the ground so that we can start seeing it. And then there's enough room there that we're going to be able to put a plaza there and maybe do a law enforcement memorial and some other stuff. It's kind of close to my heart. So we want to get working on that. So Mr. Amy has said, hey, as long as you guys start working within 2 years of me giving it to you, I'll sign over the deed. It's all yours. I want you to have it. And we made him, he's from Chicago, Illinois, of all places. Moved here 30-something years ago. He was a truck driver for the Publix in Lakeland and loves the South. We were over at his house this past weekend for an event. All of his kids are there. They all grew up in other places, but he's got more Confederate flags flying there than I've seen in a lot of places. But a really good dude, a good project. We got the website going. I have a logo that I developed for the flag site. We're going to be selling t-shirts, coffee mugs, whatever we can with that on it. So keep an eye on the website. I got to get the shop up and going. I got to program that and get that live. So we need to raise some money. So anything you can do to help us out, we'd appreciate that. But that's our latest project. But we don't have enough to do, so we thought we'd add a flag site onto it.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. That's okay. We can rest later. We got a lot of work to do.
Oh yeah, work ahead.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Let me put the flyer back up. I did notice some latecomers coming in. This is the flyer that Bob Highball was talking about to help build the I-4 flag site. There's the QR code scan. Now, if they scan the QR code, would that take them straight to the website?
Yes. They'll take it to the website, and then on the website is a button that you can donate. You could click on there. You could use your credit card, your debit card, Apple Pay, whatever you want to use, but you'll be able to donate to the cause for us.
Cool.
Yeah. i4flagsite.org.
Any more upcoming projects that you're working on?
Yeah. We've only got like half an hour left, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know if anybody. Our camp gave out a Hunley Award this year, and I know that a lot of camps. I mean, we're having issues because some of our high schools in our area don't want nothing to do with us. We got one here actually in my hometown that we gave out on April 29th, and that was the same night that Vic Smith's camp 741 was able to give one out to one of their high schools too. So it's a battle. But one of the things I noticed when I get the Hunleys is that, you know, Commander Hart does a great job with his camp of producing these really nice looking medals. They're really good. And when you order them, he sends you the medal and then he'll send you the certificate. And the certificate is, it's blank. So you got to fill out the name of the person yourself. And, I always feel bad because I have pretty good writing skills, but it doesn't always look just perfect to me because I'm a computer guy and I would rather print it out on the computer. So I got a hold of Commander Hart and we talked and we came up with this idea where I'm going to create an app that we're going to be able to publish on the division website. And for a camp that wants to purchase one, they could go to the website, they can go on the app, and they're going to know the name ahead of time of who they're going to give it to. They could type that name into the app on the website, and it will print out the certificate, then will be printed with the guy's name on it. So it'll be in a nice calligraphy, and it will look really, really professional, and it'll look a lot nicer than handwriting it in. I've seen some that look like it was written with a crayon, but this will be a nice professional way to do it. So while Commander Hart and I were working on this, I asked him, well, are you really wedded to the design of this certificate? And he said that he was open to anything and everything. So since we're going to digitize it and make it easier to print out, my thought was to make it a little bit more older looking. So we came up with this design that you see here, trying to make it look almost like it's a commission form, a commission certificate from the Navy back in the CS Navy days. So this is what we're coming up with. There'll be a place on there where you can enter in your camp name on the lower left, and then if you're the commander, your name, and then you could sign it yourself or the computer can sign it for you. But I think this is a nicer way for us to get out a professional looking product to the community that we're serving with the Hunley Awards, and it looks a little bit more polished. Maybe more of them will want to do it. So we're working on that. That'll be part of the new website that we're going to try to start working on here soon with Bob Foley and I will be working on that. So that's just another project.
Yep.
So,
That's the thing. There's always projects. There's always something to do in this organization. You know, just like my grandparents said, you bored? I got something for you to do.
Yep.
But we do have some news that happened over the weekend. I don't know if you heard about the monument in St. Cloud. Have you heard about it?
I heard I saw that got vandalized somehow.
It did. I saw this great video that Commander Al Massey did. Let me share the screen and play this video. All right. Let me know if you guys have problems hearing it. Thank you, Al Massey, for that update, so we can get that out there to our division, SCV, OCR, and UDC members. You can't hear it, Ron?
No, I don't think anybody heard it.
I'll make sure I put it on the Look Around Florida's Facebook page. Rod, I'll send it to you directly. All right. Thanks, Ron, Laura, and Chip, and Al. If you want that video, please let me know. I'm going to put it right now on our Facebook page. Huh. It's unshareable. Let me take a look. Yeah, it is. Copy link. Switch to, there we go. But, all right, Jerry. I am putting it on our Facebook page as we speak. Ready. I don't know about you guys. I'm looking forward to next weekend.
I'm looking forward to the Monday afterwards.
Why? So you can sit back, have a beer, and go, woo!
Yes, sir. Well, actually, Saturday night, I guess. Sitting out by the pool with a cigar and a bottle of bourbon.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Sunday. No, Sunday will be cleanup day.
Yeah.
Ready. All right, Jerry, I just sent it to you. And Ron. Yep. If you guys don't know who Ron Jones is, he is the treasurer for the Arcadia camp. There you go, Ron. Check your messenger. Ready. It is out there, so feel free to check out that video. Sorry there was no sound on it. According to Al Massey, the monument is cleaned up and looking good again. Thanks, Derek. If you don't know who Derek Glover is, he is with the Tennessee division. We got people not only from the Florida division watching, we got Missouri, Louisiana, Tennessee, multiple different members of different divisions want to know what we're up to. So that, which is good. Getting the word out there that we're here and we're busy. Nonstop for the most of us. All right, private chat. Oh, that was you. Did you want the video, Bob?
No, that's all right. I saw it.
Yep. Yeah. Tampa Bay used to be great back in the 70s and 80s. I've been down in the swamps my entire life. Ready, gentlemen and ladies. We got Bob Highball. Does anybody have any questions for him? Anything specific on the reunion? Like he said, Jerry Peacock is handling the color guard at the reunion. Bob and Chip Schultz is handling everything else.
And Laura.
Sorry.
That's right.
I'm sure Laura and Annette's handling all the OCR stuff.
Yep.
All right, gentlemen, ladies, it's been great. I wanted to talk about this earlier. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, various different camps were out there doing something for Memorial Day weekend. You got Bob Highball, Chip, Jerry. They did their thing at Bushnell. You got our division chaplain. He's out and about. My camp, Lieutenant Francis Calvin Morgan Bogus camp, we were out there on Marco Island flagging the cemetery. So, guys, take pictures of what your camp is up to. Send them in so I can promote you. Yeah. The new leadership coming in loves to see active camps. Don't be afraid. You can email me. You can private message me a picture, a little write-up of what your camp is doing. I love to talk about it. Or if you just want to come on, send me a couple of pictures. You want to come on and talk about your camp? Come on. Just make sure you take your shoes off.
If you haven't registered, you can still register.
Exactly. Thanks, Annette, for reminding me. I did see quite a bit of pictures this weekend. I did try to go back and get them for the CSS Chattahoochee event. From what I've seen, it was a good event. Quite a bit of people there. So they were. I know I had the flyer. What did I do with the flyer? I had it here. I had all the flyers. Yep. Hosted by the 703 Quincy Young Guards, the CSS Chattahoochee Mass Burial was this past weekend. Guest speaker was Dan Cox. Like I said, from the pictures I've seen, was a great time. So love seeing the guys up there in the Panhandle, out and about within their community. So keep in mind, division reunion coming up. Got to be there to win it. No mail-in ballots. So I'm going to be, like I said, one of the episodes prior to the national reunion We're going to be going in depth on the amendments that were just sent out, proposed amendments that were sent out in our Confederate veteran. I was just talking to a couple of people right before I went live about one in particular, and I wasn't kosher with it, but that's my opinion. But we're going to go in depth about it. Please read the amendments if you got questions. I'll give you my opinion, but that's about it. All right, gentlemen, ladies.
I guess Jerry wants us all to know that there's state elections.
I think Jerry's been drinking again and sniffing something.
Jerry, we talked about that at the beginning, but yes, state elections are at the reunion on Saturday.
Yep. And if you're running for a division position, you have to be there. All righty, gentlemen and ladies, thank you for taking time out of your schedule today. Thank you for Bob Highball for coming on, giving us some updates on what's going to happen in a week from this Saturday. So thank you, Bob, for coming on, taking time out of your busy schedule, and give us an update on the I-4 flag site.
Yes, sir.
So,
yep. Register.
Yep. What's the registration up to now?
67.
Woo!
67. Yeah.
What's the cap off for that room?
Like 150.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because this year we're also getting the whole room. You know, last year the OCR was in the back section of it.
Yeah.
Without air conditioning, as it turns out, they didn't have air conditioning. So this year the OCR is going into a different room that has air conditioning. So we're getting the whole big room. So there's plenty of room. So register. And if you want to go to the banquet, contact me personally, scvcamp1865@gmail.com, and we'll see what we can do for you.
I think I still got your... Yep, I do. There you go.
Yep, you can go there and email us from there, and we'll get you. But you got to do that soon. If I'm gonna beg for a couple more spots at the banquet, I want to do one begging session, not a bunch of them. So get a hold of me and we'll get you in.
Yep. So. All right, gentlemen and ladies, I appreciate y'all taking time out of your schedule today to be with us tonight. May God bless you in your ventures. Until next Wednesday or a week from this Saturday, have a safe travels. Stay Southern, and God bless you in your ventures this week. Thank you for your time. All right.
My name is Nelson W. Winbush. I'm a member of the Jacob Sumner Camp 1516 Sons of Confederate Veterans. My reason for joining the Sons of Confederate Veterans after the NAACP declared they would destroy and remove everything Confederate in 1990, I decided that I would do all I could to make sure that people understood what the Confederacy stood for.